Alright, playing some 1975 inside pitch advanced. Good game. We got the Mets and the Phillies. Tom Seaver and lefty Steve Carlton. Seaver on the mound against Dave Cash. Shea Stadium +1 on K's. And no Rob Homer, looks like left or right. So let's get going here. And that's a K right-handed. No, he can't strike out Cash. He doesn't strike out much. And there's a ground to short. Harrelson handles it, 1 out. Here's the Philly shortstop, Larry Bowa. And that is a range play on Bowa. So let's see. G4, Mian is only a 2. And a 1 will get the job done.
Terrific play.
Felix Mian with the 1 on the range play, and that's enough. Willie Montañez will bat. 1975 baseball and no walk. Looks like Montañez did not walk a lot. And in RS3, we ignore the R with no runners in scoring position, so a base hit past first. Runner on first, 2 out for the Bull, Greg Luzinski. Range play at the ballpark. And a G6. Harrelson's a 4. And an 8. Successful for the home team.
Takes the hit away.
So the Mets, little lucky there on range plays. A 2, 1 on a Mian when he was a 2 range. And then they get the home team 8 on Harrelson. So bottom of the first, Gene Kleins will lead it off against lefty Steve Carlton. At the ballpark, we're at Shea Stadium, and a G5, 1 out, Felix Mian. Made that range play in the top of the first. And he's another one you don't strike out very often, so no strikeout. Just a choke up on the bat, fly to center, 2 out for John Milner. Pickoff at the park, so we just go to the park on base. And that's a grounder to first. So top 2, Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt leads it off top of the second. And a righty is an auto out against Seaver. Grounder to second, 1 out. Here's Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson playing right field for the Phillies here in 75. And we got another range play. Third one of the game on the Mets. This one looks like a fly to center. Unser is a 6, though, so this one is good for the Mets. And a 5.
That is a really good play.
2 out for Bob Boone. K Chance 18, no good. Again, Boone's a guy you don't strike out. And there against a righty pitcher is a base hit past third. Second hit of the game, runner on first with 2 out for Alan Bannister. Alan Bannister playing center. Strikeout chance and no. So we go to Bannister. This looks like a double to center, so now we're going to have to roll on the first to home chart.
And it's a double.
And it scores with 2 out. Advance with 2 out. So it is 1-0 Phillies. 2 out, lefty will bat. And lefty could hit a little bit. Here's an EB. We're on a booted ball, but a fly to center is going to end here. Phillies take a 1-0 lead, bottom 2, and here's Joe Torre leading it off for the Mets. Right-handed batter is a blank. And here's question mark to left against the lefty, and 11 is a triple. How about that, Joe Torre?
Taking for third. Head first slide.
Joe Torre with the lead-off triple. Runner on third, nobody out. Kingman up. We're going to play back early in the game. Dave Kingman. King Kong Kingman. And to nobody's surprise, strike 3 on Kingman.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And runner on third. One now with one out, Grody up. Now we'll bring the infield in and try and cut the run off. Against the righty is a blank. Go to Grody. And a base hit to left. And we have a tie game. It's 1-1. Nothing on the strategy for Del Unser. And there's a possible error on a ground ball. And this is a G6. Boa looks like is an 8 error. But a 15 is no error. And a 19 is a double play.
Double play!
So we go to the third.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
Dave Cash will lead it off against Tom Seaver. This is a wild, but nobody's on base, so we go to Cash. And a fly to right, one out. Here's Boa. Boa is 0 for 1 in the game. And another wild, which will go to Boa with nobody on base. And a base hit to center. So Boa is on. You can run a little bit, but nothing on the strategy. Runner on first, one out for Montanez. And that's going to be a strikeout for Seaver.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
Up to the bull with 2 out. Nothing on the strategy. And an error on a grounder possible. There's a single to right, though. So the runner is going to hold at second, first and second, 2 out for Schmidt. Big point in the ball game for Seaver as he has to face Schmidt with 2 on and 2 out. And he'll get him. He'll get his second strikeout. Big strikeout. Bottom 3, Buddy Harrelson leads it off against lefty. And he is going to get a W here against the left-hander.
Walkney, good base on balls.
Seaver now, and we do get the sack lit up, so we will put the sack on. Seaver up. And a possible walk, but there's no walk, and it says a successful sack bunt, so we'll just click bunt.
Out.
Runner on second, 1 out for Kleins. Nothing on the strategy. Try to give the Mets the lead here, and it's going to be a range play this time on the Phillies. And it is a star 7 G5. Schmidt's a 7. So a 7, and he gets the 7, so it is successful.
What a play to get to that ball!
Runner holds. He's a 3. We got a 6. Runner on second, 2 out for Felix Mian. And he is a righty, so that's a blank. And that is an NS9, but there is a runner in scoring position, so that's just going to be a base hit. And scores the run. Big base hit for Mian. And it's 2-1 Mets. No strategy, 2 out for Milner. Lefty against Carlton. Big base hit there for the Mets, and now a K chance, but it's going to miss by 1. He's going to get a 10+1, but it's not enough. And a fly to center. So, Mets lead at 2-1, top 4. Seaver with a lead, pitching to Mike Anderson. K, yes, he's going to get it. That's
Swing and a miss, he struck him out.
1 out for Boone. And now we got a W against the righty. Yes, it will be a walk. Boone is on.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
Now we get sacrificed, but with 1 out and the pitcher up next, I'm going to wave that off. Runner on first, 1 out, and Bannister will swing. And he will walk with a 2. Look at this, because there's no change to the ballpark. He's a 2 against righties, but that is a 2. So unlikely walk for Bannister.
Base on
First
ball.
and second, 1 out, and I'm going to let Carlton hit because Carlton could hit, and there's already 1 out. So let's let Carlton swing. Nothing on the strategy. And that's a walk chance against the righty, but he's only a 5, so no walk. And there's a G1, so we have a possible double play. A grounder back to Seaver, but a 1. will not be a double play. As a matter of fact, they will only get the batter.
Out!
Second and third, 2 out for Cash. So that was just a little dribbler, and they could only get Carlton at first. Second and third, 2 out. Nothing on the strategy. Seaver has to get Cash here to get out of it. K-Chance. No, we've already discussed Cash doesn't strike out. So, and there's another grounder back to Seaver. Bottom 4, 2-1 Mets. Torrey, who tripled, leading off last time up. This time he'll miss the strikeout. A 19 is too high. And there's an R star 2, but there's no runners in scoring position, so this is just going to be a fly to right field. 1 out. Here's Kingman. Error on a grounder. Possible. And it is a G4. Cash looks like a 6. 17 is no error. 2 out. Here's Grody. Error on a booted ball possible. And this against the lefty is a base hit pass short, but there are no base hits past infielders. So runner on first, 2 out for Unser. Nothing on the strategy, and we get a blank on Carlton. Notice not a lot of blanks on Carlton. And there's a base hit to left for Unser. Hit to left. First and second, 2 out for Harrelson. Carlton in a little bit of trouble here, already down 2-1. And Harrelson's batting righty, so that's a blank. And there's a fly to right. Anderson takes care of it. Top 5, 2-1 Mets. Boa leads it off. He's 1 for 2 against Seaver. Boa's batting lefty, so that's a walk chance, and it is a walk with a 4. He's a 4 on both sides. No change in the ball.
Walking. Good base on balls.
Runner on first, nobody out. Nothing on the strategy for Montanez. And this is a K, and that is a K. That is going to be a strikeout. That is
Swing and a miss.
4.
He struck him out.
And that'll bring up the bull, Greg Luzinski. Runner on first. And Luzinski strikes out. So that is
Swing and a miss.
5
He
for
struck
Seaver.
him out.
2 out for Schmidt. Schmidt had a chance the last time up and didn't get it done. And he is not going to get it done here as Seaver racking up the Ks.
He struck him out.
We go bottom 5, and there's Seaver leading it off. 2-1. Mets lead it. There's an EFG, so let's see at the ballpark. Possible error. Star 1 is a ground at a third. Schmidt is a 12 error. And that's a 1. 1 base error. So runner on first. Nobody out. Nothing on the strategy for Gene Kleins. Schmidt makes an error. This will not be a walk as Kleins. Is that a W slash? No, I think it's just a straight W, but it doesn't matter because his walk totals are too low. And that's a fly to left. Runner holds. 1 out. Here's Mian. He had a big hit last time up. And now a K chance, but 20 is definitely not getting Felix Mian. And that's a star 7. It's going to be a ground at a third, so there will be a double play chance here. But a 2 is just going to be the batter out. Runner on second, 2 out for Milner. Lefty here against Carlton. And he will strike out. 10 plus the 1 will get the job done for Carlton. I think that's
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
But we go top 6
Be
now.
sure to visit our concession stands.
Mets lead it 2-1 at home here, and Mike Anderson will lead it off against Seaver. K Chance 16 will get the job done. Wow, Seaver is on fire.
Swing and a miss. He
strikeouts.
struck him out.
That's 7. Here's Boone. And Boone is not going to go on down on strikes because he's 3 both sides. It'll go up to a 4, but that's not enough as it's a 9. And he'll ground the short, though. Harrelson takes care of it. 2 out for Bannister. And we have no range play. 16 is too high for a range play. And a grounded to short. Harrison takes that one as well. Bottom 6, Torrey leads it off. 2-1 Mets. Possible error on a booted ball. And that is a single to left. Now you do get error chances on the outfield singles. Luzinski is a 12. But that's an 18, so just a base hit. Runner on first, nobody out for Kingman. He is an all or nothing type, Mr. Kingman. And there's the nothing. There's a strikeout. That's 3 for Carlton. Runner on first, 1 out now for Grody. Nothing on the strategy. This is a blank against the righty. And this is a G6, so a possible double play. 20 is a double play.
Double play!
Top of the 7th, 2-1. I'm going to let Carlton hit. It's a pitcher's duel, but I'm going to let Carlton hit. Seaver to Carlton. And there's a range play. So this is a fly to center. Unser, again, we've said, is a 6, so he's good out there. And a 1 will get the job
Terrific
done.
play.
I think the Mets are perfect so far on range plays. Here's Cash, 1 out, nobody on. K Chance, no good. You got to have a really low number to get Cash. And against the righty, that's a grounder to Torrey, 2 out. Boa. Is that a hit by pitch -3? That's not going to be a hit by pitch. And we have a base hit past the pitcher in a center field. Runner on first, 2 out. Nothing on the strategy for Willie Martinez, who is 1 for 3 with 2 Ks. The situation where if I wasn't going strictly by strategy, I'd probably try and get into scoring position, but we'll go by the strategy roll. And there's a possible error on a ground ball. And that is a ground ball. Mian again is an 8. But an 18 is no error. So the Mets fielding has been good in this game for Seaver. Bottom 7, Unser leads it off against Carlton. And that is going to not be, he just misses. 13 plus the 1, but it's a 15. He just misses the strikeout. And he gets him on a fly to right. Anderson takes it, 1 out. Here's Harrelson. Walk chance again up against the lefties. 24 against left-hand pitching on the walks. So he's on.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
Seaver's batting. We don't get the sack. So again, I've been going strictly by strategy. So we're going to let Seaver hit. Again, this is where I would still try and get the runner over, but we're going to go strictly by strategy roll. Runner on first, 1 out. And that is going to be not a strikeout at 19. He's a 16. BKIN I don't think is coming into play here, so he misses the strikeout. And there's an R, star 2. No runners in scoring position, so this will be a fly to right. 2 out runner on first for Kleins. And this is a right-handed batter. That is a home run chance against a lefty. He's only a 0. So even with men on base, it's just +2. So and I don't think if it's a 0, I don't even think you adjust for that. So this is going to be a miss. And here is an R star 2 again. There's no one in scoring position, so this is just going to be a fly to right to end the inning. So he hit one well, but not deep enough. We go top of the 8th, 2-1. Seaver's still out there. He's going to face Luzinski, Schmidt, and probably Anderson. I might take a look at the bench if we get to Anderson. Wild is nothing with nobody on. But here is a base hit. We're ignoring the R with no runners in scoring position. So a single for a goal, and the Phillies have the tying run on first. Luzinski, not much of a runner. Could look to pinch run for him. Gonna let Schmidt hit. Probably should pinch run for him, but at the same time, I don't want to take his bat out of the lineup. Nothing on the strategy. Here is a range play. Range play on a 5. This is a fly to center. Again, Unser's the guy that the Mets want to have it hit to out there, although Kleins is also a 6, and that's successful on a 5.
Boy, he had to cover a lot of ground to make that grab.
1 out, runner on first. Let's just take a look. As Seaver goes to 0 on batter's face, let's just take a look at who their lefties are. Because sort by batting average. Well, we got Jay Johnstone would be a very logical pinch hit here. And I think I will pinch hit Johnstone for Anderson. So Johnstone's going to come up. Seaver's still going to stay in. 1 out, 1 on. Seaver's going to try and gut this out for a couple of more batters and get through the 8th. Johnstone trying to get the pinch hit. And that is at the ballpark. Left-handed batter on splits, but a fly to right. So Seaver gets Johnstone. Runner on first, 2 out for Boone. Boone will bat. Tired results are in play with Seaver on 0, but that is a K. But against Boone, it will not be a strikeout. Boone puts the ball in play, and he flies to left. Kleins gets it. And now we had we're going to put Johnstone in right. I forgot how to do this. How do we... Oh, wait. How do we do this? I forgot how to change the... How do we do this? I forgot how to change this to right field. How do you put him in right? There we go. Now they did it. Okay, I tried that the first time and it didn't work. Okay. So, here we go. Let's set it up. Bottom 8. It's 2-1. Mets lead it. Carlton's still out there. Seaver is going to come out in the 9th and is going to come out of the game for the 9th inning. Carlton's still in there in the bottom of the 8th. Mets lead it 2-1. Mian leads it off. And this is a no-range play, 16 too high. And there's a hit by pitch, straight hit by pitch. So Mian must have been hit a lot. So there's a hit by pitch. Runner on first, nobody out for Milner. Carlton is now on 0. Milner to lefty, then 2 righties. Let me just see Milner's numbers. How many at-bats did he have? Did he play every day? No, 220 at-bats. So who are their righty pinch hitters? Oh, they got Mike Vail. And then, of course, I could put Craneful in at first base. Staub's a lefty. Mike Vail. Let's put in Vail to pinch hit for Milner. And then let's lift Carlton. I got to manage both sides here, so it's always a little weird. But let's put either... I'm going to put Garber in. Yeah, let's put Gene Garber in. So Vail's going to pinch hit for Milner. Garber's going to come in for Carlton. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They'll stick with Vail. I could have went to Cranepool, but I'm going to stick with... I don't want to waste Vail. He was a good hitter. He is not going to get hit by a pitch. So he's going to swing. And he flies to center. So that's the first out. Now Torrey up. He'll bat against Garber. Runner on first. 1 out. Blank on Garber. And there's a G4, so this is a possible double play, but a 1 is going to be just the batter. So let's get the insurance run to second with 2 out, and it's going to be Dave Kingman against Gene Garber. Runner on second, 2 out. Mets trying to get an insurance run. And instead, Kingman's going to walk.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
First and second, 2 out for Grody. What kind of year did Grody have? He hit 295 with 2 homers. I'm going to let him hit. He's catching a good game. I'm not going to take him out. First and second, 2 out. Garber to Grody. See who comes up big, and it's at the ballpark. Right-handed batter for splits. And that is a split, and it's a D8. Double for Grody, and the runner comes in. So the 2-1 score, and it's 4-1 Mets. Big hit for Jerry Grody. So I show some confidence in Grody, and he comes through. Runner on second, 2 out for Unser. Garber will pitch to him. blank on Garber. And there's an R star star 1. Now there is a runner in scoring position. Garber's R is an 8, and that's a 10. So that is not going to be an out. That's going to be a base hit, but the runner holds. First and third, 2 out for Carlton. Batting lefty against Garber. Garber trying to get out of this inning. Mets lead it 4-1. And against the lefty, it's a blank. Against the righty, would have been a home run chance, although Carlson's not a power guy. But there's a base hit past first. It's first and third, 2 out, 5-1 Mets. They blow it open. I was going to take Seaver out anyway, so let's. I guess we could pinch hit Cranepool and keep him in. I hate making these kind of moves in this game because it's so confusing to get it done right. Probably pinch hit Cranepool anyway. Alright, we'll try and figure it out after the inning. We're going to go to Cranepool, and we're going to lift Garber. Now, this would not be a Tug McGraw situation anymore. They have Hilgendorf, so I guess we can go to him. He's a lefty. So Hilgendorf will come in to face Cranepool. First and third, 2 out, and there's a chance the game will crash in the 9th when I try and make the changes I need to make. But first and third, 2 out, and we'll just let Cranepool hit against Hilgendorf. 5-1 Mets. They blow it open here in the bottom of the 8th. And this is a K chance, but no strikeout. And that's a G6. So that'll be that. Now,
remember to get your copy of the souvenir program.
Safe situation. They're towards the bottom of the order, so we might see some pinch hitters. 5-1 now. Let's just go with Baldwin. We'll go with Baldwin. Yeah, now I have to see. Will they let me put Cranepool at first? And then the pitcher in Vale's spot. Okay, looks like it worked. Okay, good. So now Bannister is due up. Let's see who their lefties are. They're down 5-1 here in the 9th. We got Timmy McCarver. I always like to play McCarver. We also have Johnny Oates. So 2 good left-handed hitting catchers on the bench. Either one of them will do. They also have Maddox righty. Yeah, so we'll go with McCarver. Or should we go with Oates first? Now, let's go with McCarver. McCarver will bat against Baldwin here. Top 9, 5-1 Mets. They blow it open in the bottom of the 8th. And there is a walk chance against the righty, and it will be a walk. Not the way you want to start.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
Now we got to get Hilgendorf out of there, and we'll use Oates. Oates will bat for the pitcher. Runner on first, nobody out. And this is against the lefty. Is that a home run chance? Oates against the righty is only a 2. And with men on base, he's a -5, so it's not going to be a home run. So Oates will bat. And this is going to be a possible double play, and it is a double play.
Double play!
So 2 out, nobody on for cash. Mets look like they're going to get this one. Seaver out duels Carlton. Wild is going to be a blank. And the base hit. Cash keeps it going, so that double play was big. Single to left. Runner on first, 2 out for Boa. Bat against Baldwin. Trying to get the big hitters up. Error on a throw possible. And this is a question mark to center against a righty, and it's a 9, and that would be a triple. That would be a triple. And no error, but Boa triples with 2 out. It's now 5-2. And Willie Mañez will bat against Baldwin. I'm going to let Baldwin stay in the game. Runner on third, 2 out. Game gets a little interesting here in the 9th. And against the lefty, that is going to be not a walk. He misses it with a 7. So we go to Willie's card. And this is an NS4, but there are runners in scoring positions, so this is just going to be an S4. And a base hit makes it 5-3. Runner on first, 2 out. This is why I didn't want to take out Luzinski. Runner on first, 2 out. Luzinski is the tying run. Maybe we go to, I think we're going to go to Apodaca now. Apodaca is going to come in to try and save this against Luzinski. Righty, runner on first, 2 out, 5-3 game. Phillies make it interesting here in the top of the 9th inning. And here we go. Apodaca, and that's a blank, so it's going to go to Luzinski, and he has a home run on his card. But it's a G6, and the ball game is over. Good ball game. Mets win it 5-3. Seaver outduels Carlton. A lot of runs late. Phillies made it interesting, but it wasn't enough. The Mets beat the Phillies here at Chase Stadium. 5-3. The Bull got a chance, but he wasn't able to do it. All right. Thanks for watching.